Hey guys, welcome to the Cotton channel, and today we'll be talking about what happens to your pet after they die. So I know my intro is a bit very harsh. So I have actually 30 cats if I'm not mistaken, 30 or 30, about 30 to 35 cats. And I have 2 dogs. I have a lot of animals, so they are actually rescued from the streets. More than half of them almost died. They have sickness and whatnot, and then we rescued them. So anyway, I have a lot of pets throughout my life. Since I was probably 6 years old, I have my first fish and then turtle, and I have rabbits, cats and dogs, and I am very lucky to have a lot of pets since I was young. So let's get back to the important question: what happens to your pet? So why do you want to know what happened to your pet? It's because, why do we want to know that? It's because we love our pets very much. We treat them as a family member, and the moment that they are sick or they die suddenly, they pass away suddenly, we become very sad. We cannot let go of that attachment. So today we are going to be talking about what happened to your pet when they die according to Buddhism. So on a non-related topic, not according to Buddhism, what I have always thought happened to my animals. So I was born a Christian, I was brought up a Christian for 32 or 33 years. So what I've always thought is that whenever my hamster dies, or my rabbit dies, or my cat dies, they would go up to heaven. Definitely go up to heaven because they are very good animals. They are very kind animals. So they will go up to heaven, and they will live there happily ever after in a very huge, nice garden and whatnot and all these things. And when I die, they will be there waiting for me. That is my first belief. And then there's also the second belief that a lot of people believe that your pets will be watching over you. They will definitely become a ghost. They will definitely become a spirit. So they will be watching over you. They will be taking care of you, whether they can actually help you physically or not. But they will be watching over you. They will be there around you most of the time. So let's talk about what is it going to happen to your pet after they die according to Buddhism, according to the actual Buddhism's teachings. So in Buddhism, we believe that there is a cycle of life. There's cycle of life and death and all these things. So after you die, right, after you pass away, there's 6 realms. There's the God, demigod, human, animal, ghost, and hungry ghost. I don't know whichever one comes first. So the ghost one is definitely the evil one. So what we believe is that if you do a lot of evil stuff, you would go down a few levels. So it depends on how bad you are. So you might become an animal, you might become a cockroach if you are very bad. And then if you are even more evil, if you kill people and you just live an evil life, you will become a ghost or hungry ghost and whatnot and all these things. We're not going in depth in that, but you get the idea. If we do good, we would continue being human, or being a demigod, or being a god, or eventually escape the cycle and become Buddha. So what happens to your pet after they die, right? It really depends on a lot of factors. There are saying that says that because they are animals, right, they are innocent, right, so they do not commit any bad deeds anymore. So all they do is they just finish up all their bad karma. They pay for their bad karma, pay for their bad debts, and then when they are done with that, and then they will become a human or become a god. So there are a lot of saying. They say that because animals, right, most likely because they cannot do good deed, so all they can do is exhaust their bad karma until they have finished up all their bad karma. Then only they can move on to another level, let's say a human or a god or whatnot and all these things. So normally for pets, what is believed is that they would for animals, they would reincarnate into animals again and again and again to exhaust all their karma. So there are a lot of belief that says that if they can become like a pet, right, like especially your pet, the pet that you will love a lot, right, it means that they have almost finished up all their bad karma. They have almost exhaust all their bad karma. So during their last life of being an animal, they will have a good life. getting love from you and then loving you, like a lot of love going on around here. So what they believe is after that they will not become animal anymore, they will become a human or become a god. So whether they, okay, let's say if they become a human, whether you will meet them again in your life or not, whether they will reincarnate into your son or your friend in the future or your student or someone that you will know in the future. Like a lot of people have this kind of question, even me myself. When my cat died, I told my cat, like, if you would reincarnate back into a human, I don't know if I will see you again. I hope to see you again if you reincarnate back into a human. If not, then I hope that you have a better life. So it depends on, in Buddhism, it depends on fate. It depends on fate and whether you have the fate to meet them again or not. So in Buddhism, right, the thing about fate is, it's not about whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's about, so let's say if you love your animal a lot, right, and then your animal also love you a lot, so it's like there's a strong bond of loyalty and whatnot. So let's say if you, I think if it's like, if you wish to meet the animal again and then the animal wish to meet you again, then you will reincarnate again to somehow meet each other. Maybe not in this life, maybe in the next life. Maybe your pet might become your wife or might become your children. Might be this life, might be next life, might be next life. So the same thing as well. So those people who harm animal, right, they will have kind of a fate with the animal as well. What kind of fate? So if they harm the animal a lot, the animal might come back and pay revenge, and then they might become, like, let's say, their enemies or someone who make their life very miserable. So when it comes to fate, if you do good things, you will get good outcome. If you do bad things, you will get bad outcome. So same thing goes to animal as well. So whether you will meet them again in your life. So if let's say if let's say your fate is already neutralized, then you might not meet your pet again. If you still have good fate with the cat, you might meet the cat again. If you have bad fate, then yeah, you will get punishment from the cat. So let's do the conclusion now. The conclusion is that if there's fate, then you will meet your pet again. If there's no fate, then you will not meet your pet again. But ultimately, you want to wish your pet to have the best of life in the future. Whether they reincarnate or not reincarnate or whatever it is, you hope that they have a good life. So I hope that you are not too sad with the passing of your pet, of your favorite pet. Do know that you have loved them their entire life and they have loved you your entire life, and that is the most beautiful thing there is. So I'll say goodbye in this video and namaste. Bye bye.